Hi guys, I'm back with another video. So in tonight's video, and still the same day, Sunday, I kind of want to do something a little bit more, a little fun. It's not book related or anything, though. Though at some point in the future it might end up becoming book related. I don't know, but I'm doing something for fun. I got my glass of of pina colada because I had a very rough shift and I wanted to drink a little bit of alcohol and forget that this day ever happened. I was going to do laundry today, but I decided against it because of the fact that most of the people here do their laundry on the weekend. I still have one more work shirt, so I'm good. But when I get home tomorrow, I'm definitely going to have to do my laundry and get that over with. um, I did finish reading the book. I think it's Book Plate to Murder. Um, and I don't remember the author's name. I will bring it up. I actually deleted it off my Kindle without real before I realized, oh, I sort of made a mistake and I sort of should not have done that. I should have waited till I got home to do that. Do the book review video, all that. So yeah. On another note, my goal for this year to read books has gone up to 100 books. So I know I'm going to make that quota and stuff like that. So, anyways, so what people may not know is I sort of collect teddy bears. I don't collect them as close to as much as some more avid collectors do, mainly because I just don't have the space for them, and I would rather spend some money to buy cloth to make clothing for them than to flat out buy them. But I do plan on to buy a couple of bears off of eBay um, next month. There is a gumshoe bear from the Vermont Teddy Bear Company. I probably will try to buy that bear this coming Thursday. But I do have to take care of things like putting my cell phone turned back on and to pay my gas electric bill. And I do have some books that I do plan on to order. Most of them are Nancy Drew Hardy Boys books. So, so if anyone does not know, I lost my mother a little over, not a little over, but a couple months over 4 years ago. And when I moved into this apartment, very first apartment as free thinking, independent people, I was going through a really, really rough spot. My mother's death affected me a lot more than I thought it was going to. Because we kind of had, and I'm going to say before I continue on, this is going to be, I hope it's not going to become emotional, because I did a video like this before, and I ended up deleting it because all I did was cry, and I really hope and pray the alcohol numbs that to where I don't cry. But I was going through this really rough patch in my life because not only was I going through mourning, but I had been coached about my mourning, and it was very clear that they did not want me to show those kinds of emotions while on the line, and that was very difficult to do. So I decided to do a little bit of therapy, not retail therapy. I don't think buying a boatload of things makes you happy. And now, unless it's books, that's different. But I ordered this Fairy Berry, and it was originally a clearance item, but now it's like a non-clearance item. I don't understand that about Build-A-Bear. But that was the kind one through was Build-A-Bear, and I spent, I think I spent like $15 for her, and I had gotten an email saying that my item had shipped and all that type of stuff, and I was very happy about it. And I had another bad day at work because of the morning, because I just could not stop crying, and once again I got coached about it. I have already talked to somebody in corporate about that, and one of them said that that was totally inappropriate, that you don't coach somebody over something like that. You coach them over things that they do of their own free will, not something that is emotional and you can't disconnect from. So I was very happy to hear years later that the coaching was not acceptable behavior for a general manager. But I got revenge on him. He ended up losing his job. So he lost his job through everything of his own. Nothing that I did. He just did things that were not acceptable. Not illegal, but not acceptable, and he ended up losing his job. So that was a nightmare. I was very glad it was over. So I came home and I had a really rough day, really bad day. My brother was somewhere else, and I opened the door to the apartment, and there is this box, and it said Build-A-Bear on it. And I was so excited. I grabbed it. I ran down the hall, went to the apartment. I pulled it out, and I literally just burst into tears. And my little friend has been with me for 4 years now. I should say almost 4 years now. And yeah, and so this is my bear. She's so cute. This bear has been through a lot. Sometimes I will have a moment where I will just burst into tears, and I immediately grab her and I immediately just hold her. And this is nothing I'm ashamed about. I love teddy bears. I always have. And yeah, so this is the bear that I got. And I do plan to make clothes for her, and all that. So, I cannot talk right. And no, I'm not drunk. I have not drunk enough alcohol where I'm drunk. Sometimes I just can't get the words out. But, yeah. So, I think it'll be a lot cheaper for me to make her clothes than to buy them off of the Build-A-Bear website. So, yeah. So, I had one bear from Build-A-Bear, and I really love the company. I think the company is really great and everything. And so, I wanted to buy another bear. And I went on to their website, and I decided to buy a Harry Potter bear. Because I'm still a fan of the book series. Not the author, but I am still a fan of the book series. And I went on there and I chose the bear and I chose the clothing and all this stuff, and my debit card wouldn't work. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Why is my debit card not working? So I decided, well, if my debit card is not working online, maybe it will work in the store. And I will tell you, go into a Build-A-Bear Workshop physical store, not the internet, was a very mind-numbing experience in itself. So, in our city, we have a place called Paddock. And it's also known as Summit. It's called the Paddock Shopping Center in Summit. This is one of a couple places that was famous to be founded in, I believe it was, the 60s. I'm not exactly sorry about that. I'm not exactly sure if they was founded in the 60s, but I remember someone telling me a couple years ago that um, Middletown and St. Matthews. I have been to both Five Guys locations. Yeah, I work at Five Guys, and I doesn't know by now. And they have a very different feel to them, very different vibe to them, and basically the whole area. This is from the guy on the bus said to me that prior to the 1960s, this area was entirely woods. It was not developed at all. And then they developed it. And it was developed because of white flight. And if y'all know what white flight is, it is, or people who don't know what white flight is the nasty, dirty, dark aspect of our history as Americans, where things were being desegregated. They were being desegregated. And the white folks who lived in places that are now predominantly African American, like the Irish and all that, they did not like it that people of color were now being allowed into their neighborhoods. So what they did was they abandoned all these semi-nice homes, and I have lived in one of those semi-nice homes. I don't know who built it. I'm probably going to take a good guess that it was an Irishman, or just a thought. And they fled. They fled to these areas that had not been developed, and they took their money with them, and the community suffered because they did not have the kinds of stores that they had once had. So white fly is a real thing, and so they settled in those areas, and the super wealthy, I mean people with a lot of money, they settled in Summit, the Summit area. And I took a lift to Build-A-Bear workshop, and I went there for another reason. That location had just been renovated, and those horrible freestyle machines were there. But anyways, they had been renovated, and I wanted to see like what the store was going to look like, because our store is going to be renovated sometime this century. So I got off there, and they actually dropped me off in front of Five Guys, not in front of Build-A-Bear. And I'm like, okay, all right. So I went into Build-A-Bear, and I looked around. I scoped the joint out, and I found that not only did they have the Harry Potter bear, but they also had the Batman bear, and they also had just a regular bear, because I was going to get something for my friend, which he absolutely loved his bear. It had a Pride thing on the shirt. He loved it. So I went and I got it, and my card went through. I was like, okay, and I told them about my experience on their website, that I tried to pay for the bear online because I wanted my bear to arrive at my apartment, and she said that we don't know why it wouldn't work online, but it worked here. So that was my first experience with having trouble on a website to get something I wanted. But a year into having them, they're still here. So this is actually Hermione Granger, or also known as any other female Hogwarts student. And I love this thing a lot. And the reason that it is not Harry Potter is She's wearing a skirt. Um, and I just absolutely love her. And I will be taking off the, I actually will be taking the robe off and this one because it is warm out. So, yeah. So, it is a Harry Potter bear. Um, and I generally like to try to match them up with whatever outfit. So, yeah. So, this is my little brown bear. Absolutely love her. And, yeah. I don't even remember what I named her. I don't. And then, of course, I had to get Batman. I am a big um, I am a big DC fan, so I decided to go ahead and buy Batman, and he is just a regular teddy bear, um, and everything. So he has actually been in plastic garbage bag for a while because I was busy cleaning up my room, and I do need to pick up my room again. But yeah, so I will probably make him an outfit as well. Um, okay. Great thing is, they set still, so you can turn this into like a mannequin or something like that. But yeah. So, those are my bears that I have right now. Um, like I said, I'm planning on to buy the Gumshoe Bear to celebrate the release of my second mystery book. Not my first one, my second one. And I'm also planning on, when they finally deposit my money into my bank account for my royalties, I do plan on to put it all in savings. And as soon as that happens, I am going to go and take out like $5 and have them turn it into five $1, and the first dollar that I get back, I'm going to fold it up, put it in my back pocket, and then I'm going to get a frame, and I'm going to um, frame it as my first dollar from being an author. But I thought that doing a little bear show and tell would be a really great idea. I do plan to buy a little, I don't know what you call it, but I'm going to do one of those. And yeah, so it's a brown bear. It's like this tall, with a think so. But that's what I'm going to do. Oh man. So I am going to let you guys go. I will be doing one more video tonight. That will be the review for that one book that I returned. So I will see you guys around. Bye.